Traore, only 34 and himself risen to power via a coup in 2022, had been through multiple scares of destabilization. He called a midnight meeting with his top security advisors at the presidential lodge. There, the head of Unit 9 laid out the evidence: intercepts, informant tips, and surveillance reports mapping out the conspirators' network. On a board, they marked the key names: Major Corey, Colonel Kada, Captain Wedraugo, and a mysterious Lieutenant Barry believed to be operating from abroad. Traore's face grew stony. To think that current and former soldiers under his command were working with terrorists to bring down the government was a clear reminder of how broken loyalties had become. The president gave a single directive: stop the plot at all costs before April 16th. Unit 9 and special military units dubbed Groupe d'Intervention mobilized a plan of their own, an early move to shut down the coup before it started. They codenamed it Operation Nightfall. Its execution date, April 15th, 2025, the eve of the planned uprising. As dusk fell on April 15th, most of Ouagadougou was unaware of the storm brewing beneath the surface. But in government safe houses and barracks, loyal soldiers put on tactical gear and checked their weapons. In complete secrecy, several teams spread out across the city, working together to arrest the plotters all at once. Shortly after 11 p.m., the first strike came. A convoy of plain military trucks surrounded an ordinary-looking warehouse on the eastern edge of the capital. This was one of Captain Wedraugo's arms depots, identified through days of surveillance. When the security forces broke through the metal doors, they found a pile of evidence: crates of AK-47 rifles, grenades, radios, and stacks of camouflage fatigues with no unit insignias, the tools of a planned assault. Gathered around maps and satellite photos in a corner were 3 junior officers loyal to the plot, shocked by the sudden raid. They surrendered without a fight. More importantly, among the papers seized was a hand-drawn plan of the presidential palace and a timetable, proof that the conspirators aimed to swarm the presidency in the early hours of April 16th. Meanwhile, another team moved in on a private villa in the Ouaga 2000 district, an upscale neighborhood. Here, Colonel Diallo Kader was caught off guard, reportedly in the middle of uploading one of his pre-recorded coup proclamations to a burner phone. Kader's arrest was quick. Commandos held down the 62-year-old colonel as he shouted that he was saving the country. Seized alongside him were laptops filled with coup manifestos and propaganda videos, including the originals of those that had been leaked online. Across town, Major Corey met a harsher fate. Acting on a tip, an assault team intercepted Corey's convoy as he attempted to flee an unsafe safe house. Cornered on a dimly lit street, Corey's guards exchanged fire with loyalist forces. In the brief firefight, Corey was wounded and one of his men killed. Within minutes, the mastermind of the coup was in custody, injured but alive and still refusing to back down. Major Corey's capture decapitated the plot's leadership, effectively foiling the coup's brain trust just hours before 0 hour. One key target, however, slipped away.